Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Desmond Legacy Firearms Train out here in the cave. I posted earlier on Instagram about a 2-day course that I took, low light class with Silver Eagle Group up in Ashburn, Virginia. Really great class. Tell everybody to go out there and get and seek training, get more training. As an instructor, I like to train. All right, I like to train. I like to get out there and become better at my craft, and it also makes me a better instructor overall, I think. This class was really good. I learned so much from this class, and I've never shot in the dark. I never shot one-handed while holding a flashlight, or shot with my offhand while holding a flashlight and retaining that and everything like that. So I had the opportunity to do that with a lot of really good drills that they did out there. So when I went to the class, I took my Shadow System XR920, ran flawlessly, and didn't have any issues with it, any issues whatsoever. So now I probably have about maybe almost 500 rounds to this gun now. And even though the class was talking about shooting with low light to no light, and I have my weapon mounted light, that wasn't what the primary focus of the class was. It was actually using a handheld light and identifying your target and everything like that. Even though they did cover how to engage a target with your weapon mounted light, that's not what the primary focus of the class was. It was mostly using a handheld light and shooting one-handed and teaching you the different positions and everything like that, which was really good. It would be a little different with using a weapon mounted light, because you'll be able to keep both hands on the firearm, but shooting one-handed is something totally different and something that you definitely want to practice. It's a very humbling experience. Shooting one-handed is already difficult as it is, but when you start, while you're holding a light and trying to aim and hit a target 25 yards down the freaking lane, it's a very humbling experience. And also, we did it with our offhand. So that was, it just shows some areas that I really need to work on, and I want to get better at. So the only way to get better at is to practice. But with my setup and everything, I want to talk about the setup that I had while out there. I tell everybody, you can buy all this nice, cool gear and stuff, but you never really know how well it's going to work until you put it to the test. So I've had this belt set up for quite some time now. It's a AWS belt, and I have it set up the way I like it, but I haven't added a light to it. So this is my first time adding a light, and I might switch up where I actually place the light on my gear. So for this one, this is a Streamlight ProTac TLX. Really good light. About 400 lumens, so it's really good light. And I just had it set up in this little Velcro pouch that it came in, and when I was drawing from the holster, I kept my light on my firearm because that's how my holster is, my Alien Gear holster, or the Rapid Force. It attaches to the actual light. It attaches to the light and secures it that way. So that's why I kept it on there, but I did not use my weapon mounted light throughout the class. I was actually drawing my my light and engaging targets and stuff like that. So we talked about the different positions while holding the light and actually holding the firearm. So we went over 3 different positions. You got your FBI hold, where you're out here, got your firearm pointing down range, identifying your target and whatnot, and then you have your cheek well hold. So you're here, identifying, well, actually you're right here, using the light to eliminate your target. And then you have your Harry's, where you're here. This is one most people see like this. They like this, And then they have one called the he calls it the syringe. So you're holding the light through your fingers like this. You almost have a two-handed grip on the gun, but you're using your thumb or the meaty part of your hand to actually actuate that cap right there. For this particular light, it's beveled, so it's kind of hard to get just that part of my hand right there. So I had to finagle it away to try to get it in there and actually use the light while holding my firearm and engaging my targets and stuff like that. That was really humbling. And we also went over how to do magazine changes while in the dark. And when I say dark, it's pitch black on that range. They covered up all ambient light or anything in there that was producing light. They had it covered. So when they turned the lights off, you couldn't see your hands in front of your face. So it was a really good experience, and being able to use that light, put that light on your target, identify your target, take that shot, turn that light back off. Right. So say you ran dry, how do you retain your light? You either tuck it under your chin, throw that magazine, reload, get back into the fight. All right. So different techniques like that. All right. Same thing with your offhand. Using your offhand, engage that target, and is a just very humbling experience. Very humbling experience, especially using your offhand to shoot at distance. It it definitely show you what you need to work on. But I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun in that class. A lot of fun, and we talked about what else? Press checking, doing press checks while you're in the dark, and being able just to feel that round in there. Because normally you do a press check, you're looking at it, looking at that round, verify it's in there, tap it forward, make sure everything's good to go. But in the dark, you can't see that round, you can't get that visual verification that that round is in there. So you pull it back and you just feel it to make sure that that round is in there, and tap that slide back forward. So that's something that you want to think about. Clearing my functions, clearing that that double feed. How do you do that in the dark? You know, one-handed while you still have that light, or you're retaining that light. How do you clear that double feed? You know, and there's a lot that goes along with it. And identifying where you're going to move to, illuminate, and then move, and then get into position wherever your cover is. You know, shining that light down range and engaging your target. All that stuff is stuff that needs to be practiced. Definitely retaining that light when doing mag changes and everything like that. It's a very humbling experience. It's my first time shooting with taking a class with my red dot. The other two classes I've taken with them, I ran iron sights. I went into the red dots then. But now that I'm into the red dots, it's using that, you know, identifying the target and finding that red dot. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got that red dot lined up with one hand. It can take a little time to get used to, and it's something that you're going to need to practice. And especially with your offhand, you know, getting that red dot on target, or making sure you have that your target lined up with your dot and everything like that. It's going to take time and practice, but I really enjoyed that. And again, just how you're going to set your gear up. You know, you really have to think about that. It's great to have all this nice, cool, high-speed gear, but if you don't test it out and try it, you don't know if it's going to actually work when you need it to. You got to make sure stuff is in the right places. You know, you just got to move around and do different drills and stuff to make sure, okay, do I need to move my magazine pouch up a little bit, move it back a little bit? Do I need to put my flashlight in a different position? Is my holster in the right spot? Anything like that, any type of gear like that you want to get out there and test it to make sure it's going to work when you need it. But the Shadow System ran great. Again, I did bring my Glock 19, my old Bay, just in case. I've learned while taking these classes and stuff like that, it's always a good idea to have a backup gun, and just in case something catastrophic happens and your gun goes down. And so I bring my Glock 19 just in case. Fits inside the same holster. All I gotta do is attach my light to it, and it'll fit in this holster just like this will. But it was really good. Oh, also when clearing my functions and stuff like that with that double feed, and you can't get that mag out or something like that. If you have a mag well on your grip or your magazine well, you're not going to be able to get in there. I don't have a mag. Let me see. Yeah. So my mags are flush fit, so I can't get in there and grab that mag to get that out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty difficult. But I learned that you can, you know, hit your magazine release, rack it on your actual thigh. Don't hit the magazine on your leg, but hit it on your thigh. Hit your wrist on your thigh while you're pressing that magazine release. It'll help get that magazine out, and you can clear that malfunction. Eject those rounds, reload, get back into the fight. So really great class. I learned so much. Instructors are great. It's a lot of former Special Forces guys, and they really take the time to explain, answer any questions. It was a really good experience. Every time I go, I enjoy it. I learn something new to add to my training regiment, and just hearing other people instruct, I learn more about instructing by watching other people instruct. You know, how to explain something differently to a student that could benefit them in one of my classes. So I love being a student. I love going out there and getting trained and getting out my comfort zone. I admit I was nervous going out there shooting in the dark, but it was a really good experience. I enjoyed it a lot. So if you had the opportunity, go out there and get out your comfort zone and seek that training. But I think that's about it. I am going to look for a different flashlight. This is good, but I want something that I'm able to get into that position with a little bit better and see what's out there. I didn't realize how expensive these daggone things could get. But I'm going to go out there and see what I can find, because I want the gear that's going to fit me the best. But as always, check out the website, Legacy Firearms Training. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to put out more content. I'm getting myself out there doing more things to come back and provide to you all. And just my journey as an instructor and as a student, I just want to share with you all. And if I can help anybody out in any kind of way, that's what I want to do. So as always, keep training, stay safe.